Well, hopefully at least these new council members learned a lesson or two on not being tone deaf when it comes to considering controversial issues like the other big thing that they had to consider this week, and that is whether to extend health care benefits as proposed in an ordinance by outgoing Councilman Martavius Jones to extend health benefits to retiring city council members as long as they have served 8 years. And just for, it really literally would have affected 3 people, him and 2 other council members who would continue to get city health benefits, which we all know that's a perk of working in government, is the health benefits are usually pretty good. And they'd get those benefits not for life, but until they're 65, and then I'm told they would have to go to Medicare at that point. But nonetheless, for them and their families, not a bad deal, and there was no cost associated with it. Nobody seemed to have any clue what it was going to cost taxpayers. And, you know, it comes down to a comment that Councilman Carlisle said to me on the phone before the vote. He said, you know, people keep saying this is a part-time job, and it's really not. If you're committed to it, it's going to be more than a part-time job. But if you're in this job for financial reasons, not public service, then you're in it for the wrong reasons. Right. I'll let you take that.
You know, I'm cynical about it to some degree because I've lived through a council that cut benefits for police and fire people, and I'm concerned about that. The fact that we decided to roll back benefits for that group, but we would think about extending benefits for a lifetime for people who served 8 years. I've served 25 years as a pastor in my church. I want free MLGW for the rest of my life, and throw in haircuts too. It won't cost that much. But you know, my point is that was an overreach. I think it's an overreach, and I think it's insensitive to the people of Memphis, and especially to other people who served in those branches of government.
Susan, I know this is a pet peeve of yours, always has been.
It's totally a pet peeve of mine, but I hope you didn't just lose half of your parishioners. You know, this is bringing up and wanting to pass health care insurance for a part, and it is, I don't care how you cut it, you're elected for a part-time job, because they all of them have other jobs. It is the reason why people don't like government. And they're asking for something again that many people don't get.
Right.
I mean, there are truck drivers, there are janitors, there are kids at McDonald's, there are older people at McDonald's. They don't get health insurance. And so they wonder why should someone who has a part-time job and works only 8 years literally get health insurance for life, assuming that they live at least to 65.
And you're giving it to City Council, but you're not giving it to the secretary who's worked at City Hall for many, many years, or the custodian at City Hall. Right. Other city workers were not eligible for this.
People who work in code enforcement, they're all over the place.
Short on time, notice.
Well, very briefly to what everybody else has said here. This was an example. I think Kim Conrad, the former councilman, said it best. This is a fleecing of the public, and I agree with that. And I really do hope that this council listens to reason and drops this the next time they meet.
Okay, they're going to supposedly have tabled that until February, so we'll keep an eye on that. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about with everything going on in Nashville. As we mentioned, a brand new legislative session starting up this week, and already things are boiling. We'll talk about that in just a moment.